I want you to meet Dr. Frank Lawlis. Dr. Lawlis, raise your hand. Dr. Frank Lawlis is chairman of the Dr. Phil Advisory Board, which is made up of the top minds in psychology, psychiatry, medicine, sociology, theology, just the top minds from around the country. And he's the chairman. We've been together 45 years. He was my major professor in my doctoral program back in the day. So he's got an encyclopedic knowledge, honestly, of psychology. Frank, ADHD, bipolar, depression, these things don't explain the kind of behaviors we're talking about here, do they?
No, they don't. They talk about other issues, but basically we're not talking about the kind of behaviors that they have been describing.
Mm-hmm. Now, there is a category of dysfunction, such as personality disorder, for example, that might explain this, correct?
Yeah, the way I see it is basically Courtney is using an emotional intelligence of about 13. Now, what could this relate to? It could relate to drugs. It could be related to the way she's been raised in terms of the family. But we come down to the same issue, is it's a developmental process.
Right. You're not saying that she's not smart. You're saying in terms of emotional maturity and therefore emotional drives and problem solving, you're saying she's functioning at a developmentally impaired level.
That's right.
And that gap can be closed, right?
Absolutely. I think she's a really good candidate to learn from her behavior. It's just that she needs to be able to focus on it.
A personality disorder is an enduring pattern of inner experience and behavior that is pervasive, inflexible, and stable over time, leading to distress or impairment. And that's a lot of words, but let me break this down. What we're saying is an enduring pattern. That means this doesn't change day to day or week to week. This is a pattern. It's inflexible and stable, which means it's not easily changed. It's not easily changed. It's not like a habit, and so you just kind of quit doing this. It's not easily changed. It's resistant to change. And that's just personality disorder in general. And then there are different kinds. And one kind is antisocial personality disorder. And that's a pattern of violating the rights of others. It violates social norms. There's deceitfulness, manipulation, impulsivity, irritability and aggressiveness, reckless disregard for safety of self and others, irresponsibility, and lack of remorse.